Hello, hello, and welcome to the Friday Reset for December 6th, 2024. My name is Lori Parente. I'm an intuitive and spiritual mentor, and I love to help people to connect to their intuition, to their heart light, and also to their teams in spirit for guidance and support. And when we're talking teams, we're talking our angels, our loved ones, our mentors. We all have these huge teams in spirit. So I love to connect people to those. And every Friday I put out a video with tips and tricks and tools and little exercises to help you connect more into the light of who you are and also to connect into your spiritual team. So I'd love to talk for a moment about our loved ones in spirit. So when we are embodied, we are a divine being of light, embodied. And when our loved ones transition back to spirit, they are an unembodied divine being of light. So, or some people will say disembodied divine being of light. So as they are divine light and we are divine light, we can communicate. And the only thing really that is stopping us is our thinking brains and our beliefs and the conditioning that we've grown up, whether it's religious or societal. There's a lot of fear around this. There's a lot of things in religion where people will call it terms like necromancy, communicating with the dead. Or we have this vision of people who go into these trance states and it's really scary and they bring through scary information. Another thing that I've seen often when people are trying to connect in with their loved ones is they'll think that if they connect, it will make their grief more profound because they'll connect into them once and then they'll just want to be around them more. Well, here's the thing. Your loved ones are always with you. They're always trying to get your attention, and they come through in different ways in order to try to get your attention. So they will notice right away if they're flicking the lights or they're playing with the electronics and it's scaring you. They will step back and not do it that way anymore because the last thing they want to do is scare you. If they leave you a feather and at that moment you were like, oh, there's a feather and I was just thinking about my mom, they'll go, uh-huh, she got it. She was listening. So they'll start to bring you more feathers or more dimes, or you will see people on the street who look like them and you'll take a look at them and you'll be like, oh, that's, and then you go, oh, it wasn't. But it was them. They pushed through. So it's always that moment of, I got a sign, they're here, I hear you, talk to me more. And then what we want to do is go deeper with those signs. And I know that I've mentioned this before, but we have a tendency to be like, I got a feather and I knew it was my mom and that's so great. Okay, that's great. And once you start to believe in that and you believe it's true and you trust in it, that's fantastic. But now, I wonder if I can talk to her more about what I was thinking about or the memory of this, or I have a question for her. Okay, Mom, I know it's you. I know without a shadow of a doubt that it's you. I feel this is you. And I want to talk to you. And I have questions. So, taking that time to slow down, be still, get out of your head, get out of any of the beliefs that you think it's scary, and get into your heart. And one of the questions I always tell people to say is just, where are you? And often you will get, I'm right here, or I've always been here. And some people will take that, but then right away go, but that sounded like my voice in my head. And I will say, yes, they will use your voice in your head, but how did it feel? Did it feel true? Because the thing is we'll have that information come in, and then our second thought will be like, oh, that's crazy. I can't do that. I'm not a medium. This lady's a medium. I'm not a medium. And it's going back to that first thought and that first feeling. Wow. Okay. So I found a feather. I knew it was my mom. I asked her, where are you? And she said, I'm here. And I felt it and I knew it. And, sometimes you'll get to, if I tell anybody else about this, they'll think I'm crazy. So stop worrying about what other people think and notice how you feel. And of course, only share it with people that you know who are going to support you in this, or share it so boldly that it doesn't matter what other people say. I felt it. It was my mom. I believe it. I trust it. Whatever you think, that's up to you. But I know what's true for me. So go deeper with those signs, go deeper with those symbols, and just, take the time to talk to them and ask them where they are. And then start to ask more questions. You don't need to keep getting signs. What you want is that communication. And the thing is that many of our loved ones, we kind of feel like we have some unfinished business. Maybe there's some forgiveness or of self or other, or maybe there's just questions we have. And so once we start to open that communication, then we can finish up that business. And once that is finished and we've really forgiven and released, then that's when things get super, super magical, because we start to connect in with our loved ones where the relationship continues to grow and evolve. And it's different from when they were here. And I know it's hard because we'd rather they were here, or maybe not, depending on your relationship. But when you connect in with them, it changes who you are. It changes. You no longer have that fear of death in the same way. You understand more of who you are, and then you have the opportunity to just talk to them. So just believe in it, and just try, and just trust. And as always, reach out to me with any questions. So I hope this helps, and I wish you big love, huge hugs, and we'll chat soon.